Hi everyone, it's Giselle with another message for today. You probably already heard from my previous videos today, but I came back from a lunch with my friend and we had a 5 hour chat and I feel on a high. I feel inspired and I feel really loved and supported right now. Very aligned with the universe and source. And so what better time to film than when you have this amazing loving energy? And I've been watching Nikki Divine Love Crystal Grid. I watch her all the time anyway, but she's been reading out so many letters from from my twin and myself. Well, mainly my twin, because I only had one letter that I requested for myself. And they've been coming out day after day, and I think, oh my God, this is not a coincidence. Of course not, right? And also, not just that, but I've been getting so many dreams about me and my beloved just being together, just enjoying each other, and just being one. And if you remember, when I came back from visiting my family, I had crazy dreams when I was in my own place again. And it was just my energies recalibrating and rebalancing. But I had a dream that I was sat next to, and I only kind of really remember this days later as I was just being, doing mundane tasks like cleaning the house and stuff. The inspiration come to me during that time because I'm not readily, or not readily, I'm not actively trying to look for solutions or thinking about things specifically. So that's where the most inspiring things come, and that's where I get all my channeled information and the messages that spirit want me to share with you. And I remember telling you about this when I dreamt it, but it really vividly returned to me as I was cleaning the house. And basically, I was sat on a sofa in a very nice place, could be a luxury apartment, something like that. And I had someone sat next to me. I couldn't see who it was, but it felt like the energy of my beloved. A lot of dreams have his energy, and so it must have been him. I just didn't see. All I saw was the shirt they were wearing and the trousers and shoes. They were dressed smart, and that would be his style. He's a very smartly dressed, very well dressed man. And he was sat next to me on the sofa and he was kissing me on the eyes. And so funny because this is something that I do with my dog. It's just the way I express my love. I just kiss her on her face, but mainly kind of on the eyes. I don't know why. It's just one of those things, right? And she loves it anyway. She'll lick my face after I do that. So she loves me back. And but I felt that this was my beloved now doing this in the dream. And I remember waking up and still feeling it. I was awake, and I, with one eye open, I could see it. I was in my room in the dark. I was fully present and awake, but I could still feel the kisses on my other eyeball. It was the weirdest thing ever, because I sometimes wake up with someone whispering in my ear, from a dream into the waking state. I can hear them still whispering, but I've never had sensations like kisses waking me up. So that was so funny. And I very strongly felt the sacral chakra being connected to that. So I definitely link it with passion and his energy waking me up, basically. Expressing the love that I express it in the way that I do, to my dog. So funny. My dog has very high sacral chakra energy. And she's very special to me. I bought her a couple of weeks before I met my beloved, and so I know that she's a catalyst for that beautiful change to be activated in my life. She's very special to me. Anyway, why was I go off on tangents sometimes. Why did I tell you this again? Oh, just to say that I've been feeling my twin's energy so strongly, and because Nikki has been reading out his letters so much, like pretty much, multiple within a week, sometimes days apart. It's crazy. And so I felt the need to read these two letters in this video because for those of you who are doubting, if this video resonates and it makes your heart feel open, then you know that this is for you and that the messages are for you too. So let's have a little look. And so the letter 196 is mine and 197 is my beloved's, and they are basically responses to each other. So let me just read 196. It says, I want to ask you, when are you going to come back to me? What do I have to do to make our union come together? I feel lost in knowing what to do, and I feel that you want to help me, guide me, tell me what I need to help us both. I remember that we always said to each other that we would be there for one another through everything and anything. The unbroken bond and the golden chain that can never ever be broken. I need to feel you pull my chain. I need to feel you pulling me towards you, to us, to know that our hearts will be chained together as one, two hearts making a whole. And his response to me is 197. Our hearts are always together. There is never a second that goes by that we are separated. We are co-joined in every way. Our energy intermingles and intertwines like will-o'-the-wisp, like a puff of smoke from a burning flame. We are one. You just need to focus on our oneness. Focus on us being together, living the life of our dreams. Be the dream. Follow your heart's calling, for it is me that is drawing you to me in everything you do. When you follow your heart, it is me pulling your chain back to me. Remember that. Never ever forget that I'm always pulling the chain around your heart. And so when I asked Nikki for these letters, I was, when I received them, I was just gobsmacked, lost for words, because I never told anyone about the chain. But we indeed did have a physical chain when we met. And so how crazy is that, because if Nikki, she could have just channeled anything, right? But to reference something that really happened on the physical plane between me and my beloved, how crazy. But this is how I know that this is him, that this is, no, it can't be anyone else, because this is what happened with me and my twin. I've never done or experienced this with anyone else, and so I know it's him, and there is no doubt. And I want you to tune in with your heart. If you felt any doubts about you and your twin, if you can feel alignment with my energy right now, then you know that the person you're inquiring about is the one. If you feel something off, be honest with yourself. But if you feel alignment, you know. And it's just amazing, this journey. The most magical stuff has happened on the spiritual plane so far to help us stay on track, to not allow us to veer off the path and give up. And this letter was one of the main things that kept me on my path, because this was given to me during a time that I had zero communication. It was a year of torment and a time that I don't wish upon anybody. I had no way of reaching out and getting in touch, But through this letter and a few other things and my own intuition, I knew that one day we would be together and we would speak to each other again. And we did. Oops, sorry, I'm just gonna, right. And we did, you know, he did contact me again, and I'm so grateful that my intuition's right, that my guidance never let me down, that the universe has my back and I can rely on that. And I also want to thank Nikki for what she does and having helped me through such a hard time. And I'm very inspired and have been very inspired to do the same for you who was drawn to watch my channel as well. And I want you to know that you can trust, you know, I'm here to help if you feel doubtful or lost, but you have your own guidance system and it's very important to trust that as well. So I just wanted to share that, and I hope that you are also feeling inspired and feeling the energy of your true love. And I wish us all, everyone who wants to unite and come together, wish us all to come together. And I know we will. If you'd like to connect with me, all my details are in the description. I also still have my January discounts on at the moment. And I thank you all so very much for watching, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.